I kind of want to talk about what's been going on with on the left. Basically, what I mean is this kind of happened. I kind of looked this up early in the morning as I was waking up at 10. I was on my phone and I saw basic an announcement of Johnny Depp actually calling for like an assassination on the president, and he actually compared that to John Wilkes Booth. Now, anybody who is sure on their history, John Wilkes Booth is the assassin of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most famous presidents in U.S. history. He was finally caught and he eventually was killed in I think a fire in the farm where he was trying to hide. But yeah, so he's making that overall comparison. To be honest, this is really scary. It is. I can't sugarcoat it. There have been actually a lot of other people who, especially on the left, who've been very psychotic, to say the least, over not just Trump but also to the right. Take for example, Kathy Griffin. A few other celebrities like Alec. I shouldn't say Alec Baldwin. I mean, I know he's anti-Trumper, but I'm not sure if he actually called for like assassinating him or something. But let's not forget the Julius Caesar Shakespeare in the Park play that shows President Trump, or a lookalike of President Trump, being assassinated. I mean, come on. Can you admit this is not crazy? This is not this is crazy. Can't you see that this has already gone so far after the shooting with Scalise? Oh, and speaking about him, as far as I know, he's still recovering, but nonetheless, he managed to get out of critical condition. Now, anyway, do you see that the result of this shooting is just making things difficult to unite our country and to actually calm the fuck down? That is what we need right now. We do not need any more crap like this. I mean, I'm fine that you could be anti-Trumper. I have no problem with that. It's your belief. You can be an anti-Trumper if you want. But don't call on anyone's assassination. And this goes to the right as well. If anyone does this, it definitely should be taken very seriously. And the fact that the media is only further provoking this kind of act, it's really sick, and it's causing a lot more harm than good. Here's another example of such a thing, although this is not related to Trump or especially the Republican Party or the Democratic Party in any way. Just today at VidCon, there was a feminist like a Q&A. It was a feminist Q&A basically on how women are treated in video games, and as you already know, it's already bullshit because, well, yeah, they're just video games. Plus, there's a lot of what these feminists have actually used is pretty much distorting the facts. And here's what I wanted to talk about with one of the feminists, Anita Sarkessian. She is the dumbest fucking person I have ever met. The dumbest. during the Q&A session, she was talking about basically trolling and how that affects women and stuff. But when the questions came in, a few guys who actually had some of them had legitimate questions actually asked Anita Sarkessian about these trolleys and why this is a problem for. This seems they treat this as more of a problem for women when it also happens for men. They could not answer it. In fact, they shut the guy down who actually asked that exact question. That's why I hate. What these guys do is not building dialogue. In fact, they prefer to destroy the bridges that the right tries to build in order to bring the conversation. Take, for example, Sargon of Akkad. I've mentioned him before. He was actually there at the Q&A, and Anita Sarkessian called him a savage human, I think it was, or a dangerous human. Basically, just insulting him, even though that he didn't really do anything. Hell, he even called on Anita Sarkessian to debate him, and he actually would love to debate him. Love to have a debate with Anita Sarkessian. But no, just insults and distorted facts. And the kind of distorted facts that that she might have used would be like in Hitman Absolution. Now, personally, I haven't played the game, although I have seen walkthroughs of it on YouTube. There is this little system where it kind of, you are penalized specifically for killing innocent civilians, especially innocent women civilians. In her past, in a video like 2 years or so ago, she had some footage of her playing Hitman Absolution and how she was killing these two strippers who were women and was just doing weird things with them. But what she doesn't mention is the fact that there's a penalty system. You're supposed to kill your target, nothing more, nothing less. And sometimes maybe a few other people, but that's beyond the point. This whole situation with Anita Sarkessian further proves my point with how the left is acting. They are not building any connection with the right in order to debate on the issues. They're just insulting and even emotionally or reacting irrationally from their own emotions, and they can't calm down. That's the problem I have. That is their problem. Without this kind of bridge dialogue, there is no way that we can can improve and at the same time be to unite this country of ours, whether you're left or you're right. Again, it's what the left is doing is basically burning these bridges that we're trying to communicate between conservatives and liberals. If these bridges are continually destroyed, it's just gonna deepen the divide. That is something that we should not even have. In fact, that's something we can't even afford. I just hope that maybe, just maybe, the left can get its act together. Hopefully, very soon. That's all I have for today. I am Noah Meehan from... Time has come today.